You signed the contract, you got the handshake, you finally landed that major promotion and crossed the $70,000 or even the six-figure mark. For decades, this exact milestone represented the finish line, the point where financial stress was supposed to vanish. Yet, across the United States, a different reality has taken hold over the last 5 years. Millions of people are taking home the biggest paychecks of their lives while simultaneously reporting lower bank balances, higher debt loads, and record levels of financial anxiety. This chart captures the structural breakdown. As nominal wages climb to new heights, personal savings rates have dropped in the opposite direction. Total U.S. credit card balances now sit at record highs, suggesting that for many, a larger paycheck is failing to translate into actual liquidity. This gap between a rising salary and a shrinking net worth is the salary illusion. It's a deceptive state where the top-line number on your pay stub masks the reality of your declining purchasing power. Earning a high income provides the potential for freedom, but it often acts as a catalyst for a modern form of high-income poverty. Without a specific strategy to capture that surplus, the extra money tends to evaporate before it can ever be saved. The disappearance of a high salary begins with a combination of external economic pressure and internal behavioral shifts. Inflation, housing costs, and healthcare expenses have steadily eroded the utility of the middle-class dollar. Even a substantial raise struggles to keep pace with these baseline costs, meaning a six-figure income in many cities today commands the same lifestyle a much smaller salary provided just a generation ago. While these external forces set the stage, a psychological trap called lifestyle inflation often finishes the job. As income increases, the baseline for what feels normal shifts upward. The reliable sedan is replaced by a luxury SUV. The modest apartment is traded for a premium zip code. These upgrades are often subtle and immediate, occurring the moment the new direct deposit hits. This process turns high earners into highly efficient spenders. They have mastered the art of consuming their entire paycheck, ensuring that their wealth remains stagnant despite their professional success. The trap is now complete. External inflation thins the margins of the base pay, while internal lifestyle inflation consumes the entirety of the raise. Beyond the big-ticket upgrades, the digital economy is engineered to capture whatever residue remains in the bank account. Frictionless commerce, including buy now, pay later services, one-click shopping, and auto-renewing subscriptions, removes the psychological sting of spending. These tools create a sense of distance between the consumer and their capital, making it difficult to track the true cost of daily life. Small, disconnected charges aggregate into a massive, invisible drain. When you total the streaming services, the premium deliveries, and the convenience fees, you find hundreds of dollars exiting the account every month without a conscious decision being made. When the cost of a high-end lifestyle outpaces even a high-end salary, the individual falls into the debt machine. The blue bar is monthly income, but the gray bar representing consumption surpasses it. Earners rely on the red block, credit debt, to bridge this gap. As interest compounds, shortfalls transform into permanent liabilities, creating a debt burden taking a decade to resolve. This cycle effectively converts a worker's future time and labor into present-day consumer debt, ensuring they remain tethered to their job, regardless of how much they earn. Two people can earn the exact same six-figure salary while living in two different economic realities. One person is building a foundation of security, while the other is managing a growing crisis. The difference lies in the choice between acquiring assets or acquiring liabilities. The high earner caught in the trap uses their surplus to buy liabilities, car loans, and depreciating consumer goods that require monthly payments. These choices actively pull their net worth downward over time. Conversely, the wealth builder diverts their surplus into assets, stocks, business equity, and real estate. These are vehicles designed to grow in value and generate income independently of the owner's time. While rising systemic costs have made financial stability harder to achieve, this economic squeeze makes personal money management the deciding factor. In an environment of high inflation and housing scarcity, the margin for error has disappeared, making the intentional use of every dollar a necessity rather than an option. Escaping the salary illusion requires a commitment to spending less than you earn, eliminating high-interest debt, and maintaining an emergency fund. From that foundation, consistent investment allows compound growth to do the heavy lifting that a paycheck alone cannot accomplish. Real financial standing is defined by the wealth you keep. A high salary is simply the tool used to build it.